Hi, I'm Mike Miller. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much for watching. My guest today plays 90 to 100 shows per year. He's played the Fort Worth Main Street Art Fest and the Denton Jazz and Arts Fest. He has a song that hit number 38 in the European country charts, heading home to Texas. I'm glad to have Don McRae. Don, thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you, Mike. Thanks for having me.
So the traffic looked like it was building up today.
Yes, they trying to make things better on 35, but for right now it's worse.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it'll be better eventually. It's just a matter of when, all that construction.
Yeah, there's just been so much growth going on around this whole area.
It sure is.
You see that in the music scene over there in Fort Worth too?
Absolutely. It's just, there's a lot of competition for jobs and try to keep working, and
yeah.
It can be tough if you let it get to you. You got to just keep plugging if you want to work.
There's so many musicians out there these days.
And a lot of them migrating here from other parts of the state, as well as other parts of the country.
That's true.
And, and even if they have a corporate job and they might play music on the side, they're out looking for those those jobs too. So I'm just very blessed to have what I have on my schedule.
Yeah. You work in the stockyard mainly here, like this past year?
Pretty much. I play at the Love Shack and the White Elephant regularly, and then the Woodshed, which I'll be over there Sunday. That's over by TCU.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And then as we talked, I just finished playing about an hour ago at the Love Shack.
Love Shack, you do.
And then I'll be at the Elephant this Sunday night at the White Elephant.
You play like a noontime slot there at the Love Shack?
I play every Friday during lunch at the Love Shack from 11 till at least 1. And if it's busy, I'll play till 2 or 3.
How long have you been doing that?
At least 10 years, maybe,
really?
Maybe
Okay.
11 or 12.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just very blessed to have hooked up with those guys. And it's kind of an interesting story, if you don't mind me telling it.
No, go right ahead.
How they talk about how connections. It's all about connections, and I'm very thankful for what I have, even though on some scales it's it's not a lot of work to some people, but other people, as my wife tells me quite often, people would give their right arm to have what you have.
Yeah.
And the shows that you're playing. But anyway, I was at the Elephant one night playing an open mic with my good friend John Deans, who plays a fantastic harmonica. And we finished playing, and this girl came up to me, and beautiful young lady, and she said, have you thought about playing here? And I said, oh, I'd love to. Do you know somebody? And she said, yeah, you see that guy over there? That's my husband, and we own this place. And it was Tim Love's wife.
Really?
And you probably know Tim. He's a celebrity chef. And anyway, so the rest is history, as they say. And I've been playing there for it's got to be close to 12 years, I know.
Well, that's great. I wasn't aware that the Love Shack had been open in Fort Worth that long.
Well, when Tim Love, he started the Lonesome Dove, I think that was, they bought the White Elephant at some point. I'm not sure in what order, but the Lonesome Dove, the White Elephant, and the Love Shack.
Love Shack.
Yeah, they own that as well as the Woodshed. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah, and of course, like I say, that's over by TCU. They have great barbecue over there. And
well, they do a lot for the music scene. Then
they sure do. They work a lot of, and not only, it's mainly country in the stockyards, but there's some rock acts that come through there and blues. And the Woodshed is just really all different genres.
The Fort Worth music scene initially was pretty much heavily country, I guess, throughout the early 1900s. And
yeah, sure was. There's still a lot of blues players in town, and some great ones. But typically they don't play in the stockyards. So.
Scott Joplin, though, wasn't he from over there?
I don't know. I really don't.
Piano player.
But like I say, I'm very thankful and blessed to have what I have, and but I'm always looking for more work. So
yeah.
If anybody likes what they see in here today, I'll be glad to talk to them.
So do you sometimes run open mics, or you just do solo shows?
I used to for several years, at least 5. I ran songwriters open mic there on Camp Bowie at McHenry's, and it was owned by John Walker, who's a great guy, and has since moved down to the coast. But that venue was in 3 different locations, all fairly close within those 5 years, and we had a great time. It was on Wednesday nights, and Casey James, who was on the runner-up on American Idol, used to come in there, and of course we talked about Guthrie, who played bass for Ray Wiley Hubbard, and just a lot of guys that you know, you're not familiar with them. You don't know their background, but there's some really good musicians here in town that some of them have quite a big, impressive resume.
Oh, that's exactly right.
That's
for
right.
sure. Yeah. When you first, when you were younger, were you determined then to be a performer like you are?
You know, I wanted to have a band, and out of high school I did, and I remember my first show was at Napoleon's Pizza on East Belknap, which was across from Rustler's Rest.
Really?
And Rustler's was, I think, that was pre-Billy Bob's.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. That was, I'm kind of dating myself here, but Merle played there, and a lot of really good regional and national acts. And things were different back then, too, because you didn't have the amount of players that you have now. But anyway, I played at Napoleon's Pizza with the band, and then we got $40 for the whole band. And but that was years ago. And to be honest with you, when we had our kids, I've been married for several years, and my wife putting up with me, I really appreciate her. And she told me that we need to take a break from that, and it really wasn't a deal for a family guy. So I did, and then ironically, my kids talked me into getting back into it.
Really?
Yeah, it was right at 9/11. I wrote a song about the 9/11 tragedy, and they told me, said, you need to get in there, record that, and get back out there. And so I did, and I just slowly kind of worked up to where I'm at. And like I say, very blessed and thankful for everything I am.
Heading home to Texas, when did you write that?
I don't remember the exact year. I know I have a good friend that lives in Arlington, Paul Matecki, and he plays over in Europe a lot. And I played it for him, and he said, we need to go cut that, and I want to sing backup on it. And,
really?
And he helped me get it over to Europe and Australia, and it did really well. Unfortunately, at the time, I didn't follow up with another song, and that's really what you need to do.
Yeah.
In this business, once you get any kind of momentum, you need to keep it going. And
as far as the charts.
Yeah, and I know that's an obscure deal, the European Country Music Association, and they do things a little different than they do over here, but they don't have a lot of the politics that there are here.
Really?
Yeah, and not that I'm qualified to be on the charts here or anything. I'm certainly not trying to imply that. It's just, quite frankly, it's easier to get on the charts overseas than it is here, and so hopefully I'm really want to get back in the studio in January or February, and it's just a matter of picking the right producer and hoping that I can get with them and they'll have me as well. That's a two-way street. So looking forward to doing that.
Well, that'd be great. That's a good idea to always put out some more material when you have it. Absolutely. Well, Don, do you have much coming up this year that you're looking forward to, other than just? Just my regular deals. I just booked last month for the end of the year. I mean, I'm booking 13, 14 months in advance, which that's just unheard of in this business. And again, I don't take it for granted. I'm very thankful and very blessed. I'm surrounded by some great players that, I do a lot of solo, duo, trio, and then I can do full band as well. And just really have some great players around me that
quite frankly, are much better musicians than I.
I guess you've met people from all over the world who come to Fort Worth just to visit and
That's true.
find out about the culture and the music. And
That's true, and you know they have that new renovation going in the Stockyards, $175 million project.
Oh, really?
At the end of Exchange there. So that's going to bring in more restaurants and hotels. And I was telling Steve Marin, who's been down there forever. They call him the unofficial mayor of the Stockyards. I said, I can see them closing that street off like they do Bourbon Street down in New Orleans eventually, just for foot traffic. Because I played, let's see, what was it, Thanksgiving weekend, or the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and at the Elephant, and I've never seen that many people down there in the Stockyards. It was just packed.
That's good.
And the club was standing room only, and pretty much in and out. I mean, the people get up and leave, but then somebody else comes sit down, and a lot of times there was just nowhere to sit. And it was, that's always makes it fun because nobody wants to play to nobody.
Yeah.
You certainly want people to see and hear you. So.
Well, I guess anywhere you go, Paris or London, people have heard of Billy Bob's,
Yep. And I had the pleasure of working there for almost 4 years. My good friend Bear Crossnow, who's actually the assistant pastor at the Cowboy Church there in the Stockyards as well, was the production manager. And he hired me part-time, and I wound up working 40, 50 hours a week, running monitors and lights, and just really got to see how the big national acts do it, working with them. And I learned a lot, and I am forever grateful for him for letting me get my feet wet in there. He's retiring this year, but man, it was a great guy. And he before then, a lot of people don't know, he was out on the road with ZZ Top and Van Halen.
Really?
Yeah, and he came in there with a lot of experience, and just a great guy. And I'm just grateful for the opportunity he gave me to start out working part-time, and then, like I say, 40, 50 hours, and then I just got to where I was burning the candle at both ends, and I told him, I said, I got to take a break. So, and that way I can, concentrate more on booking stuff, for me personally. And I do need to write some more songs, so that's always on the list.
Well, I wish you the best of luck with that, and I appreciate you coming down. And you guys stay tuned for Don McRae to play some music for you. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you have a great day.
Well, I've been in Indianapolis, and I've been to see Seattle, and I've crossed the Golden Gate a time or two. Yellowstone's a memory that I'll always cherish, but Texas is my home, and I'm heading on to you. That old Red River's calling me, it must be up again, and that Guadalupe's probably running too. I've been away forever, and I need to hold you near, and Texas is my home, and I'm heading on to you. Look out, 18-wheelers, I'm leaving here today. Well, I'm heading on to Texas, so you best get out of the way. This old truck is running faster than it ever has before. I'm heading on to Texas, and I'll never leave no more. Well, I've waited in the waters just outside Miami Beach, and I drove up to Atlanta just to see a Georgia peach. But I'd rather see San Marcos than the San Diego Zoo, and Texas is my home, and I'm heading on to you. Look out, 18-wheelers, I'm leaving here today. I'm heading on to Texas, so you best get out of the way. This old truck is running faster than it ever has before, and I'm heading on to Texas, and I'll never leave no more. Well, the Colorado Rockies are a sight for all to see, and hiking there I wore out all my boots. But I can smell the ocean and the Corpus Christi Bay, and Texas is my home, and I'm heading on to you. Look out, 18-wheelers, I'm leaving here today. Well, I'm heading on to Texas, so you best get out of the way. This old truck is running faster than it ever has before. I'm heading on to Texas, and I'll never leave no more. This old truck is running faster than it ever has before. Oh, I'm finally back in Texas, and I'll never leave no more. That was heading on to Texas. Kind of self-explanatory there. I'll tell you real quick about this old guitar. It's a 1964 Martin D18. I bought it from a good friend of mine. It's a long story. I'll tell it to you sometime if you want to ask me. But he's since passed. Brother Jim Atchley bought it on the Cleburne Golf Course. And I got this guitar stolen. It was gone 6 years. I got it stolen in Dallas, and we were playing a show over there, and I got it back. This January will be 2 years. And I just thank God for the guitar. I could care less about all the other stuff. The cords, the speakers, the mics, stands, all that they got stolen. It was a lot of gear, but this was the one thing I wanted, and I think God wanted me to have it back. So I got it. This guy called me and he said, I'm calling about that old guitar on your webpage. And I said, yes, sir, I got that stolen 6 years ago. He said, I got it. I said, you got it? He said, yeah. I said, well, how did you find me? Well, when they stole it, they stole the case with the strap and all the picks and the capo and everything that was inside it. But they left my business card. And that's how he found me. So, here's another song we shall sing. Wrote this one about 3 o'clock in the morning. Been married a long time, I love my wife. When you've been married as long as we have, go through some hard times. It's called New Love. Seems like we don't talk no more, but even when we try, things don't always come out right, and still I wonder why. Her touch is cold and heartless, no conversation too. The passion's turned to poison, I'm lost without a clue. Let's go back to years ago when the love we had was strong. There's no way this anger and right what is so wrong. I want a new love with an old lover like you. Yes, I do. Let's fly away to Mexico and see if we can find a reason to escape again and leave the world behind. Imagine that the palm trees are blowing like the wind. Imagine that our kisses all have meaning once again. Let's go back to years ago when the love we had was strong. As though way the sun right what is so wrong. I want a new love with an old lover like you. Yes, I do. I'm not saying I can never be the perfect man, but what I'm saying is that I will try to understand. So let's believe in what we have. Don't throw our love away. Let's don't ever close our hearts again, 'cause we don't have another day. Imagine that the palm trees are blowing like the wind. Imagine that our kisses all with meaning once again. I want a new love with an old lover like you. Yes, I do. You know it's true that I love you. I want a new love with an old lover like you. Yes, I do. That's all new love. All right, here's one. This is about the homeless folks in Fort Worth. There used to be just south of downtown, in the southeast corner of Fort Worth, there used to be a bunch of plants at the corner of Lancaster and 35. It was kind of landscape little field out there, and the homeless folks used to sleep out there. And I was sitting in traffic one day and I thought, man, that's their little island by the freeway out there. It's called Helping Hand. Well, there's an island by the freeway where I can stay for free. It may not look like much to you, but it's paradise to me. It's where I go to lay my head and I gaze up at the stars, and often wonder where you are. So if you see me out on the street somewhere, please don't turn, walk away. We've all been down on luck before, and I could use a helping hand today. This old lamppost is my palm tree. This concrete is my sand. My sailboat is a shopping cart that never leaves the land. So bridge is my umbrella, dirty water is my rum. welcome to my home. If you see me out on the street somewhere, please don't turn and walk away. We've all been down on luck before, and I could use a helping hand today. My clothes are old and tattered. I need a shower and a shave, and my body's getting weaker because I haven't ate for days. But my faith is getting stronger, and I'm never here alone. And someday I'll make it home. So if you see me out on the street somewhere, please don't turn and walk away. We've all been down on luck before, and I could use a helping hand. We all need a helping hand. Everybody needs a little help along the way, and I could use a helping hand today. Well, there's an island by the freeway where I can stay for free. That goes out to Benny, my buddy Benny, who's lives on the streets of Fort Worth. He was in a real bad car wreck, and he sells candy out of his wheelchair. One more, I'm going to leave you with this one. This is my... It's almost Christmas time here. So I'm gonna, if you didn't get my Christmas card, this is it. Come see me sometime. I'll play around Fort Worth. I'd love to play at any venue you can hook me up with. My webpage is donmcrae.com. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, Reverb Nation. It's called Christmas Time in Cowtown. I also want to thank Chuck and Mike for having me. Thank you so much. They're a pleasure to work with, and I appreciate it. Garland on the banister, twinkle lights aglow, stockings on the mantle, some cards and mistletoe. The eggnogs on the menus, my friends are all in town. We sang Christmas carols as we passed the book around. My daddy carved the turkey, my mama welcomed in, and each one of our family and friends. Well, it's Christmas time in Cowtown with my friends and family. Christmas time in Cowtown, there is no place I'd rather be. Sweet Jesus, hold me near you in case that I should fall. You know I often stumble when my back's against the wall. I know this is your birthday, but I hope that you can see a little bit of love inside of me. Well, it's Christmas time in Cowtown with my friends and family. Christmas time in Cowtown, there is no place, no other place, there is no place I'd rather be. with my friends and family. Merry Christmas. Come see me.
And they tell me, follow your dreams. And they say, do what you want, and money will come.